Welcome to another lesson. In this lesson, we are going to look at an exam that was tested in April 2023, and we are going to look at question number 1. And in this question, we're going to look at the whole of it, and we begin with part A, which reads, the survey was conducted to establish the number of faulty components from a production process. The results indicated that 0.01% of the components produced were faulty. Each machine produced 10,000 components. Required, the probability of there being 3 or more faulty components, assuming a Poisson distribution probability. Now, solution. What the examiner needs you to know or to do is to get to know the formula for Poisson distribution. Yeah? So, probability of x is equals to xi using Poisson distribution, it is e power negative lambda, then lambda power x divided by x factorial. This we did when we covered Poisson distribution, Poisson probability distribution in our probability class. Now, where lambda is the mean, and to get the mean, this is the summation of xi probability of xi. Therefore, here we have been told that the results indicated that 0.01% of the components, 0.01% of the components produced were faulty. Each machine produced 10,000 components. So here we are going to have 0.01%. It therefore means 0.01 divided by 100, then multiplied by 10,000. This gives us, if you do this, you find that this is 1. It therefore means our lambda here is 1. Now, the second thing you need to note here is, you are told the probability that being 3 or more faulty components. You have not been given the limits. So here we are looking for x being 3 to infinite. Yeah? X being 3 to infinite. But if you want to find the probability that x is greater or equals to 3, it is the same as 1 minus the probability that x is less than or is less than 3. Yeah? Look at this. We know the total probability is 1. So if I'm looking for the probability that x is greater than or equals to 3, it therefore means 1 minus less than 3. Yeah? So let's find the probability of x is equals to 0 first. Probability of x is equals to 0. Substitute in your Poisson probability formula. We shall have e power negative 1 because lambda is 1. Then 1 power 0 because x is 0 divided by 0. This is 0 factorial. Divided by 0 factorial. This 1 power 0 is 1. Any number raised to power 0 is 1. 0 factorial is 1. So here it is e power negative 1. This is the same as e. If you use your calculator, this is the same as 2.7182 power negative 1, which is 0.3679. Let's look at probability of x is equals to 1. Now I substitute x is 1. Here I substitute x is equals to 0. So x is 1. I will have e power negative 1, then 1 because lambda is 1 power 1 divided by 1 factorial. So this 1 power 1 is 1 factorial is 1, so this is the same as e power negative 1, which means 2.7182 power negative 1, and this gives me 0.3679. Good. Now I need to get probability of x is equals to 2. Probability of x is equals to 2. It therefore means, using my formula, I will have e power negative 2. Now this lambda is 1, so e power negative 1, then 1 power 2 divided by 2 factorial. It therefore means this will be 1 power 2 is same as 1, so this is e power negative 1 divided by 2. 2 factorial is 2 times 1. So when you do this, you find that this is 0.1839. Therefore, if I'm looking for probability of x is greater than or equals to 3, it should be 1 minus probability of x equals to 0, 0.3679, minus probability of x equals to 1, 0.3679, minus probability of x equals to 2, that is 0.1839. So the answer here, what you get here, you're going to find that this is 0.0803. Good. That is what you expected in this question. You are asked, find the probability there being 3 or more faulty components, and I've said that 3 or more, you have not been given the limits. Therefore, it means it's 3 to infinite. So, but you can easily get the probability of 0, 1, and 2. Therefore, it means if I take total probability, which is 1, I minus the probability of 0, 1, and 2, it means what is left is the value of 3 or more. And that is what you are supposed to do in this question. Now, we move on to part B. Here you are told that the sales manager of XYZ Limited estimates that the revenue function of a company is linear in nature. He has observed that at a selling price of 200, the company sold 6,000 units. When the company increased the selling price per unit to shilling 700, the company decreased to 1,000 units. The cost accountant of the company estimates that the cost function is quadratic in nature. The following data was provided. That is the number of units and the total cost, where 100 units give a total cost of 79,000, 200 units give a total cost of 76,000, 400 units give a total cost of 124,000. Now, you are asked, you come up with a revenue function. Now, how do you find the revenue? That's the first thing. How do we find revenue? Revenue is obtained as price times quantity. Price times quantity. But you have been told that price, look at this. We are saying that he has observed that the selling price of 200, the company sells 6,000 units. When the company increased the price to 700, then the quantity changes to, therefore it means price is a factor of quantity. So, and it is linear in nature. So in this case, we are going to have price is equals to A, because when the price increases, the quantity decreases, means this is negative Bx. Good. Now, I hope you have gotten why I'm saying this negative, because when the price increases, the quantity does what? Decrease. Now, let's have this, the first equation here for the price. You are told when the price is 200, the quantity is 6,000. So, you are going to have A minus 6,000 B. When the price is 700, the quantity is 1,000. So it's A minus 1,000 B. We solve this equation simultaneously. You're going to find that I can use elimination method. If I eliminate this one, I do minus 200 minus 700 is negative 500. A minus A is 0. Negative 6,000 minus 1,000 gives you this minus 5,000 B. Therefore, my B is negative 500 divided by negative 5,000. If you do this, you realize that this is 10, this is 1, this is positive 0.1. Hope you're getting my point. Yeah, this is 5, this is 1 over 10 is 0.1. Now, let's get the value of A. From here, I can pick any equation. Let me pick the equation number 1. 200 is equals to A minus 6,000 B. Is that okay? But B is 0.1. It therefore means 200 is equals to A minus 6,000 times 0.1. 200 is equals to A minus 600. Therefore, it means A is, add 600 both sides, A is 800. Now, once you get the value of A, therefore I can complete the value for price. Price was A minus BX. And price is A is 800 minus B. B is 0.1x. But we are looking for revenue. Revenue is equals to price times X. My price here is 800 minus 0.1x. I multiply everything by X. So revenue function becomes 800x minus 0.1x squared. 800x minus 0.1x squared. I hope you have understood up to that point. That's how we find the revenue function. Now, let's go to the total cost function. Here, you have been told that the cost accountant of the company estimates that the cost function is quadratic in nature. Therefore, we need to come up with a quadratic equation. So, total cost is quadratic in nature. It therefore means it's ax squared plus bx plus c. Now, in first scenario, you are told that when the units are 100, the total cost is 79,000. So, 79,000 is equals 100 squared, which is 10,000 A plus 100 B plus C. That is when the unit is 100. When the unit is 200, the total cost is 76,000. It therefore means 76,000 is equals to 200 squared, which is 40,000 A plus 200 B plus C. Now, the third part telling you that when the unit is 400, the total cost is 124,000. It therefore means 124,000 is equals to 400, 160,000 A plus 400 B plus C. Now, I have these three equations. My aim is to find the value of A and B and C. Therefore, I'm going to eliminating or removing C in equation 1 and 2. I get the two equations and I subtract to get C. I will have 79,000 is equals to 10,000 A plus 100 B plus C. 76,000 is equals to 40,000 A plus 200 B plus C. subtract. This give me 3,000 is equals to negative 30,000 A minus 100 B. Now we come here and say removing C from equation 2 and 3. We shall have 76,000 is equals to 40,000 A plus 200 B plus C. Then 124,000 is equals to 160,000 A plus 400 B plus C. Then subtract the two equations. Let me pick my calculator here. 76,000 minus 124,000. What do we get? Here we have 76,000 minus 124,000. This gives me negative 48,000. Negative 48,000 is equals to negative 120,000 A plus, no, this minus, because 200 minus. This is minus 200 B. Now I have these two equations. I'm going to solve them simultaneously. So I'm going to have, I can simplify this one by 100. Divide this one by 100. Divide this one by 100. Divide this one by 100. You do the same here. Divide this one by 100. Divide by 100. Divide by 100. I will have 30 is equals to negative 300 A minus B. Then here, divided by 100, this gives me negative 480 is equals to negative 1,200 A minus 2B. How do you go about this one? Multiply by 2, multiply by 1. This gives me 60. This is 60. 60 is equals to negative 600 A minus 2B. Negative 480 is equals to negative 1200 A minus 2B. Same sign, you minus. So when I minus this one, 60 minus 480, you get this is 540. Negative 600 minus 1200, you get positive 600. Divide by 600, divide by 600. And you're going to find that. What is 540 divided by 600? 540 divided by 600, this gives me 0.9. You find that A is equals to 0.9. Now, I want to find the value of B. What do I do? If I want to find the value of B, I only need to substitute in any of the equation. If I substitute in any of the equation, it therefore means, let me pick the first equation. 30 is equals to negative 300A minus B. But I already know what is A. It therefore means 30 is equals to, what is 300 times 0.9? 270. Negative 270 minus B. Bring this on the other side. It means 300 is equals to negative B. And it therefore means that B is equals to negative 300. Now, I'm looking for C, means I substitute in any of the equation for the total cost. Let me substitute in the first equation. We know 79,000 is equals to A, 10,000 times A, which is 0.9, plus 100 times B, which is negative 300, plus C. Therefore, working out this one, you will find that 79,000 is equals to 10,000 times 0.9, this is 9,000, minus 100 times 30, this is 30,000, plus C. 79,000 is equals to negative 21,000 plus C. Adding 21,000 on both sides, you find that C is equals to 100,000. C is 100,000. Now we can get the total cost function. The total cost function was quadratic in nature. So our total cost function was ax squared plus bx plus c. It therefore means total cost A is 0.9 x squared. B is negative, so therefore it means minus 300x plus 100,000. That's what you're supposed to do so that you are able to find the total cost function. Now, the next part 3 has 4 marks here. We are supposed to look for the profit maximizing level of production. How do we find the profit? Profit is supposed to be revenue. In fact, this should be total revenue. So is revenue minus total costs. That's how you find the profit. We have the equation for the revenue function and we have the total cost function. Therefore, my profit will be revenue. We go back to the revenue function. Revenue function, we go back to part A, was 800x minus 0.1x squared. This was 800x minus 0.1x squared minus the total cost function. We already have it above here, just right on top of us. 0.9x squared minus 300x plus 100,000. I open the bracket and simplify. Pi will be 800x minus 0.1x squared minus 0.9x squared plus 300x minus 100,000. I'm opening the bracket, add the like terms, 800 plus 300. It means my profit is, this is 1100x. 0.1 minus 0.9, you get 1. Minus x squared, then minus 100,000. This is the profit function. But at maximum profit, we know d pi dx should give me 0. I find the derivative here, and I'm going to find that 0 is equals to 1100 minus 2x. This therefore give me 2x is equals to 1100. 2x is equals to 1100, and my x is 550 units. This is what the examiner wanted. Therefore, we can say the profit maximizing level of production is 550 units. What about the profit itself? Profit, you substitute in the profit function. It is 1100 multiplied by 550 minus 550 squared minus 100,000. What do you get here? 1100 times 550. This gives me 605,000 minus 550 squared. This gives me 302. 500 minus 100,000, and the profit comes what? 302 plus 100,000. This one, and then 605,000 minus answer. This gives me the profit comes to be 202,500. But this part of the profit was not asked. You only asked to give the maximum level of production so that you can get the maximum profit. Otherwise, that's how you're supposed to solve this question number 1. And you are to score your 20 marks in that manner. Goodbye. We meet in our next video.